Hey guys, welcome back. So today we've got a little video on trying new products. So everything at Sephora and the higher end brands really just didn't speak to me, like anything new that they came out with. So I decided to go to the drugstore and see if they had anything new or anything like that, and I did find a few things which I was pretty excited about. So now here I am gonna test them out for you guys. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into the video. Like always, I'm gonna start out with foundation, and I found a new foundation at the drugstore. I'm pretty excited about this. So this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Long Wear Foundation. Long name. This is what it looks like. I got mine in the shade 103 True Ivory, so hopefully that's gonna be a good enough shade. I didn't want to get anything too dark. Hopefully that'll be good. I saw in another video that this is like a spatula, so this kind of reminds me of the Clinique foundation that's kind of like this as well, but it literally looks like a big concealer stick or something. So I thought it was really cool. Really excited to try this, so let's go ahead and put this on my face. So today I'm just going to be using my Real Technique sponge, and I am just going to go ahead and apply this like you would a concealer, since it does have that applicator. It definitely applies like a concealer. It doesn't, you don't get a whole lot of product when it comes out, but I guess that's kind of a good thing, because then you don't really overuse your product. The smell, however, does smell kind of like paint or something, kind of similar to the Wet n Wild one. It just kind of has that weird paint smell. I almost shoved that up my nostril, you guys. Blending out very easily. First impression so far, I actually really like the fact that it's super lightweight, because it feels very lightweight on the skin as well. Like, it doesn't even feel like I put foundation on. But definitely I want to make a note of the coverage. It's not very full coverage. I'd say it's like pretty light coverage, because I can still see like my little pinky reddish spots. So it didn't really cover that up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with another layer, and hopefully this is a buildable foundation and it gives a little bit more coverage than what it's giving now. Okay, so I went in with a second layer, and this is how it looks. On camera, you can't really tell. It does look like it has pretty good coverage, but I definitely can still see like my little freckles right here and my red spots, and that's with a second coat of foundation. I would definitely have to classify this foundation as a light coverage foundation. I don't even think it could be light to medium, but the layer is so thin, like it has just such thin coverage, that even with a second layer you're not going to get very much coverage out of that either. There's just not very good coverage with this foundation, unfortunately. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and move on to concealer. So I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 10 Light, and I'm just gonna put that on. This is nothing new. I'm sure you guys have all heard of this concealer. Since I don't have a new bronzer or blush, I'm quickly going to bronze up the cheeks with a little bit of bronzer. This is just the Wet n Wild bronzer palette in Dulce de Leche. For blush, I'm just going to use this e.l.f. contouring little blush kit, and this is in the color Turks and Caicos. And I'm just going to use this little blush right here. Okay guys, now we get to move on to the eyes, and this is like the most exciting part. I'm so excited. So Milani came out with these gorgeous little palettes, and I just had to pick one up. As far as I know, they came out with two of them. One was like an all matte palette, which was just gorgeous, and then they came out with this one, which is called Bold Obsessions. So I'll just go ahead and take it out of the box and show you guys. So it's actually like super nice packaging, you guys, for like drugstore. I feel like this looks really nice. Just opens up, and what's really nice is that it has this humongous mirror. I love that in a palette. This is what the palette looks like. It's just a super nice kind of natural palette, and I chose this one because it had mattes and shimmers, and I really like shimmers, and the other one the matte one was just all matte, so I decided to go with this one instead. I just think it is really, really pretty. I've heard really good things about Milani eyeshadows as well, and so yeah, this comes with 12 shades, and let's get to cracking. I really, really want to test this. So first off, I'm going to take this shade right here, just this nice white shade, and this is called Can't Pink Straight. Okay, so it's a little bit of a slightly pink shade. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and just kind of pack that all over. Now that we have that on, I'm gonna go in with this top shade right here, and this one is called Sweet as Honey. Seriously love that it has this big mirror, you guys. It's just awesome. So it doesn't seem like crazy pigmented, but it seems to blend out very well, which is nice. So the only problem with this palette is that that's like basically your only transition. So I don't really have much else to use. Maybe I'll try to build it up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty nice. Really want to use this cranberry shade right here at the bottom, and this is the shade Red Between the Lines. I'm just going to kind of put that like on the outer edge, and I'm not sure about that color. Really didn't give me much pigment. It's pretty sheer, honestly. So far these seem to be like kind of sheer, but they are buildable. So the next shade I want to go into is this brown right here, and that is called Brunettes Have Fun. I'm just gonna put this through the crease, and this actually has like some pretty decent pigment to it. Ooh. Okay, so I think that actually looks really pretty, and that blended out like pretty nicely. Okay, so I am dying to use one of these shimmers, either the gold one or this kind of like auburn color. Ooh, those are really, really pretty. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this auburn color one, which is called Blazing Hot. Just gonna use my fingertip and kind of put that on the middle of the lid. Ooh, that has some pretty good pigment. Woo, that's super pretty. Okay, I really like that. Then next I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this beautiful gold shade right here, and that's called Gold Getter. Super cute names. So the gold and the red do kind of have like a little bit of fallout. Really, really like that. I think that looks nice, but there is a ton of fallout right now. And again, I'm just gonna use that same transition shade called Sweet as Honey and put that on the lower lash line. So since this doesn't have like the most intense pigment, it's kind of hard to like build up the color because it's so sheer, I guess. But you just have to use more product. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with that chocolate color again, which was Brunettes Have Fun, and take a flat definer brush and put that on the lower lash line. So first impressions of this. I think this is actually really nice. Like I said before, like I don't really like that you have to build up the pigment and intensity of the shadows, but I mean, I think it turned out really, really nice. I think it looks really pretty. And a plus, I think because they're not so pigmented, they're very, very easy to blend out. So I love that. So it makes it super easy. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of liquid liner on. This is just the NYC liquid liner. And I'm just gonna put like a very thin line because we're gonna be putting on some lashes. So just a very thin line, like a little coat of mascara. Gonna curl my lashes and put some mascara on the bottom, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so brows and mascara are on. We're gonna go ahead and put on some lashes now, and I just picked these up. These are the Kiss Ever Easy lashes in the number 11, and I just thought they were super pretty, super fluffy, and yeah, just gonna go ahead and put those on. So lashes are on, and I really, really love these. They are so big and fluffy. Love them, and they look like they're super like big and dramatic, but they look natural. They don't look too fake. Like they just look really nice, I think. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do a lippy and then a highlight. So for highlight, I picked up this new Milani highlight. Well, it's not like new, but it's still pretty new to the drugstore. And this is in the shade Strobelight. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this with my beauty blender or a beauty sponge. And I love applying applying it that way. I think it turns out so nice and so pretty. So just gonna go ahead and dab in there and then start applying to the cheekbones. Ooh, oh my goodness, that's like super golden. It's really pretty. That is seriously so pretty, you guys. Ooh, very nice. I feel like it's not as creamy as some other highlights, but girl, the payoff, so pretty. Okay guys, so seriously, this highlight, bomb is. Now we're moving on to the last thing, and the last thing I found was the Covergirl Melting Pout Matte. So it's basically like their liquid matte lipstick, I'm assuming. So hopefully it's transfer proof, but I thought it was just a super pretty nude color, and this is in the shade Current Nude. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the lips. First off, it's like a super thin formula. And I really like that. That way it doesn't feel too thick and like crackly on the lips. Here is the lip color. It's really pretty. I really like it. It's very flattering color, I feel like. So far I do like this lippy. It's very lightweight and it feels super comfortable on the lips. It's not too dry and mattifying, which I like. However, I don't think it's going to be transfer proof, but I'm going to let it sit for like a couple minutes and see if it's going to dry, and I'll be right back. So I let it sit for a little bit and it does look more matte now, but it still kind of has that slightly, not really sticky, but just kind of moisture to it, so it doesn't dry down completely matte. I'm going to test it on the back of my hand. And actually, there really wasn't much color on that, so I'd say for the most part it's pretty transfer proof, but I think if you tried to get it in maybe like a red or some sort of deeper color, I don't think it's gonna be foolproof. But as for this one, you know, it's pretty transfer proof, I would say. Overall, I think I love everything. Everything was really nice. I wasn't disappointed in anything. Oh yeah, the foundation was okay. It's just a light coverage. It's definitely not really a buildable coverage or even medium to full. Definitely in the light, pretty much light coverage range. For those of you who want more coverage, this definitely wouldn't be a foundation for you. But other than that, I will be wearing it like on those days where I just want, you know, a little bit more of a light coverage, so I'm not totally disappointed in it. And yeah, loved all the products and everything. That's pretty much it for this video. Go ahead and give this video a like if you like this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and turn those post notifications on, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!